All right, so we are going to have two algorithms for subtraction when we have negative numbers, subtracting integers. Well, the first thing we're going to look at is what do all the problems in situation 1 have in common? Well, they're all subtraction, and you'll notice that the signs are the same. 2 positives, 2 negatives, 2 negatives, 2 positives. Well, I'm going to go ahead and give you the answers, and then we'll discuss what we did. So the answer here is going to be -3. The answer here is going to be -2. Here, the answer is going to be +8. And here, we are going to have, 44. So what did I do with these numbers? Well, when the signs were the same and we were subtracting, how I thought about this was 9 minus 6, which is 3, and then I had to look at which number was farther from 0. Now, you may recall this is very similar to the algorithm for addition. Well, the 9 has the negative sign in front of it, and it was farther from 0, so therefore my answer was negative. What did I do in this problem? Well, again, I said 6 minus 4, which is 2, and then I noticed what number is farther from 0? The -6's, and that negative sign was in front of it, therefore it's negative. Now the trickier one is going to be here. So here we have 20 minus 12, so I subtracted, I got 8. Now here's the thing. This subtraction is the opposite of addition, right? So I'm doing the opposite of -20. What's the opposite of -20? Well, it's +20. So which number is farther from 0? -12 or +20? That's how we got the positive. Well, +20 is. So my answer is going to be positive. There we have it. Finally, for this problem, same thing. 72 minus 28, and I get 44 squeezed in there, so 44. Which number is farther from 0? 72 or 28? Well, 72 is, and that was a positive, therefore my answer will be a positive. The one thing I would like to say on this one really quickly, and it's going to help for the other one, is a little saying that I always like to talk about, which is subtracting a negative is equal to adding a positive. So if you're subtracting a negative, it's the same as adding a positive. So in other words, for these two, another way to think about this would be -6 plus 4. This one would be equal to -12 plus 20. And then you can use your addition rules. For situation 2, so again, we were subtracting the numbers, looking for which one was farther from 0. That's which one had the sign. And the little added bonus rule is subtracting a negative is equal to adding a positive. For situation 2, let's go through this. So using my little trick, I'll just go ahead and give you the answers. The answer here is going to be 15. The answer here is going to be -10. The answer here is going to be -32. And the answer here is going to be -100. So how did I think about these problems? Well, I said 9 plus 6 is equal to 15. On this one, I thought 6 plus 4 is equal to 10. I'll worry about the signs later. 12 plus 20 is 32. So I just added these, really. 12 plus 20 is equal to 32. And finally, I said 72 plus 28 is equal to 100. So when I'm subtracting, and the signs of the two integers that I'm subtracting are different, then I have to add the two numbers, and then go back and look at the sign. Which sign am I using? And, you'll notice that the sign of the first integer is also the sign of the answer, isn't it? So if I started the number sentence with a positive, my answer is positive. If I started with a negative, my answer is negative. If I started with a negative, my answer is negative. If I started with a positive, my answer is positive. So my algorithm for situation 2 is that if I am subtracting two integers and my signs are different, I will add the two numbers together, and the answer, their difference, will have the same sign as the first term in my number sentence. And that's it.